Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Today's video I'm going to step you through using a 2-light setup in the studio with studio strobes. So I have got with me in the studio, I have got 2 Neewer Q6 strobes, and I've also got the Neewer Q Pro trigger. This is a Sony one from my Sony camera. So this is the Sony a7R III and I'm using my a7R V to record this. So what we're going to do is we're going to play around with these. Now if you've mastered a single 1-light setup, then jumping over to a 2-light setup is the next place to go, and it really can make a dramatic difference to your images. The Neewer Q6 strobe is a studio strobe. It's 600 watts. It does TTL, it does manual, it does multi. You can use it in a variety of different scenarios. You can have your channels set from 1 to I think 99. You can have your group set from A through to E. It's a fabulous, fabulous light for working in your studio, whether it's for portraits or product photography or anything else. So I'm at like a 45-degree angle to my subject. I would have my softbox or beauty dish or diffuser or whatever on here. I've got the bottom of this at about the top of her head. She's a little bit short, but that's okay. And that's just at the top of her head. So then what I can do is I can check my light settings for this one. Now I have this set up on, they're both on channel 1. So what I'm going to do is I have got my Sekonic light meter. So this is the Flashmate L308X. And what I'm going to do is I have got my camera turned on, my trigger turned on, and I'm just going to put this on my wrist so it's a little bit safer. And I have gone and put my ISO on 200. My camera's on manual. So my ISO is on 200 and my shutter speed is on 1/125. Okay, so 1/125. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my light meter, and there's a button on the side here. I'm going to press that and I'm going to test my flash, and it says the optimum aperture for ISO 200 and 1/125 is f4. Now I have currently got my light here set to 132 power. So I'm going to take a shot with that. And it looks pretty good. What I do now is I'm going to turn my other light. So this is my other light, so this will be my full light. I have got this on group B. It's still on channel 1, so they're both on channel 1. So what I can do here is I can come back and I can turn B on, and I'm going to put it onto manual, and I'm going to do it at half of what A was set to. So A was on 32. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on 64. So now I'm going to take another shot. So I'm going to do 32 plus 0.07. So you can do plus stops. I think this needs to be moved in a little more in front of her. So that's just doing a stock standard key and fill light. Okay, so let's have a little look at doing Rembrandt lighting. Now this would probably be easier if I did have a person, but it's okay, we can still work with that. So what I'm doing here is that I have got my light up, and I would put it up quite high and angle it down on a 45-degree angle. Again, this is above my model's head. I'm probably going to have similar sort of settings to what I did for the other one. It's just going to be the position of the light is different. So as you can see, it's up quite high. This one, I've just literally moved it round to the side a little more. So what I'm going to do is take another shot. And now I've virtually got no shadow in that shot. More of a longer body shot. This is probably one of my favorite light setups. If I'm going to add anything else into this, I would start adding in a third and a fourth light, at least a third light, to get a little bit of rim lighting. But that's jumping ahead to a 3-light setup. So our next one, I'm going to do a clamshell lighting. So what I'm going to do is I am going to bring my light to in front of my model, and I'm feathering the light so that it's just above her head. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to bring in my other light and put it just below. It's a little bit hard and tricky with lighting stands sometimes, but we will get there. And I'm going to angle this one up. Now, if you had soft boxes on here, you would sort of get the proper clamshell effect. So you would have a light here and you would have another one here. So you were shooting through that to get your light. It's beautiful for beauty portraits and things like that. So I'm going to get in front, or try and get in front of my lights and not get them in my shot. And take another one, and there is a little bit of shadow there. The softbox would have helped eliminate that a little. But this is another way to do it. If you are using beauty dishes and things like that, that really does make a huge difference. If you have only got one light, then getting rid of this and putting a reflector and a big softbox is the way to go. Okay, so here's another one that you can do, and you can do it similar to the clamshell lighting in a way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this light and I'm going to point it, I'm going to bring it up and point it more at the background. So this light's going to my model, this one is going to my background. So it is giving you some background separation. You can have this just off to the side if you wish to. And I might just boost that B up because there's a lot of background there to hit. So I've now got this on 32, and so on A. So group A is on 32 power and group B is on 32 power. So that's just a quick way to really make your portraits pop, especially if you're going in a little bit close and you want a little bit of separation from, or you want to light the background up to make your subject pop and stand out from it. Okay, so the next one is cross lighting. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this light and I'm still feathering my light, so it's going just over the top. And I'm got this one to that side. This is great for picking up texture and details and things like that. It is absolutely fabulous. So if I come back here and take another shot, so this is the cross lighting. It does give a little bit more of a moody look to it. And I've still got both channel A and B on 132 power. Our last look is going to be using a rim light with a fill or using a silhouette type light. So I'm going to put the light behind my model. And then I'm going to lower this one. And I'm going to bring it in front. So it's similar to cross lighting, but I am going from the back to the front of my subject. Now I'm just going to have to boost A up a bit, I think. So let's just go through some of the settings that you will find on a Q6. So this is a 600 watt studio strobe. You've got different groups, so you can do A through E. You've got different channels. You can have slave 1, 2. You can do high speed sync. If you go into the menu, you've got color options, you've got your modeling light options. There's lots of different things. I suggest you turn your ID off. Your beep, that's up to you. So you've got your Bluetooth, your burst mode, and things like that. The RX compatible is for using with Godox lights. To use the actual thing itself, you've got the trigger, or you can set your settings from here, and there's a test fire there. You can turn your modeling light on or off from there as well. Okay, so let's have a little look at the Neewer X Pro trigger. So it's got a power light or power button there, so you just turn it on off. There's your USB for charging, so it's got inbuilt battery. In here you've got a test flash, and then you've got your different modes. So you can go in and you can turn on, off. It's all touchscreen. So if you want to go in here, you can turn your different modes. So off, TTL, manual, etc. You can slide your power up and down, or you can use this little scroll wheel here to turn it up and down as well. You've got your modeling light, so you can turn that on and off, and you can change the power that you're on. And then you've got your width or your beam of your flash. So I generally tend to just have it on auto, but you can set it to, 28, 50 mil, 70 mil, up to 200 mil, depending on how wide you want it. But I just leave it on auto. To get into other settings, so you've got your different groups, so you can set your groups, you can set your channel, and you can sync all of them to a particular, you can go up or down from there as well. From there, you can go into the menu, you've got touchscreen, you can go in, you can zinc, zoom, you can set up your channels from here, you can set up your ID from here, the distance, whether it's beeping on or off, and other various things that you can do from there as well. So it's super intuitive to use. It's really easy. It's brilliant. So this is the QZ. This is the one for Sony. I also have, because obviously I've got a Sony camera, I've also got the one for Canon and Nikon as well. I filmed this last little bit in my office because I forgot to plug the mic in when I was recording it in the studio, but that's okay. So the beauty of working with the Neewer Q6 and the Q Pro trigger is the ease of use. You can experiment, you can change the light settings, the light mode, you can use different approaches to your lighting, and this studio strobe just really does make for beautiful, beautiful light. You can build your scene step by step and start with one light and work into two lights. And that's my biggest tip. Start with one light. Once you've learnt the one light setup, then add in a second light. Play, experiment. use different modifiers, whether that's soft boxes or grids or strips or beauty lights. Play with gels, experiment. So there you have it. Easy 2-light setups using the Neewer Q6 strobes, whether that's fill light and a key, clamshell, Rembrandt, split, cross lighting, rim lighting. They're all fabulous ways to shoot portraits. And like I said, don't be afraid to experiment with modifiers. Move your lights, play with modifiers, adjust your settings, just experiment and have fun. It really is the best way to learn. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, maybe hit subscribe and the little bell for notifications. And I would love to hear your comments down below. If you really want a deep dive into more lighting, why not check out some of the other videos in my lighting playlist? I'll put the link for that below as well. And if you really want to learn, why not check out my newly re-released self-paced online class, The Art of Seeing Light. Whether it's natural light or artificial light, like these strobes, you will learn how to harness your light, how to see your light, how to modify it. Whether you want dark and moody or light and bright, you can get different moods, different styles. You will learn it all in this self-paced class, and I will put the link for that below as well. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it inspired you, and I will see you next time on YouTube. Bye.